The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Good morning. What a crack-a-lackin' weekend. I'm smiling because I went and actually had a weekend. And we were driving back from Moreton Island, from the ferry terminal, going, well, we're living like proper Brisbane people at the moment. We're going and doing weekenders in all the spots.
So did you have a boat over there or?
No, we were toying with
Four-wheel drive. You had a four-wheel drive,
We had a
did you?
four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So we had Optimus Princess with us, which is the old Toyota Land Cruiser, which is just holding it together, but still holding it together. It's still the car that pulls other cars out, even though it's old as F.
It does its job.
It does its job. Makes some weird noises.
Yeah, I saw some of your footage. You went snorkeling around the wrecks.
Yes.
Was that the wrecks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. I remember when the wrecks were first wrecked, and I used to go snorkeling when I was little, and it was just, bream and whiting and all the whitefish, and now it's covered in coral,
Yeah.
and you've got all the parrotfish and
good.
all the pretty fish. It's really
Sharks?
good. I didn't see any sharks.
Good, it's a good thing.
I did a scuba diving license with one of my boys. I think it was Levi, like a little while ago now, when he was just a kid, and we went for the accreditation and
Yeah.
did 2 dives off Moreton.
Yeah.
Like not at the wrecks, but at the reefs.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe, like I've done some diving up at the Great Barrier Reef before, and I wasn't expecting it to be very good.
No.
If I'm being honest, I went there and this could be like the Great Barrier Reef.
I know, and we've got it just on our doorstep.
Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't
Don't
it?
tell anyone.
I know, just Tangalooma. I'm still annoyed at myself that I've probably only been there 3 times in my
Are you serious? You need to get your butt over there.
Crazy, isn't it? It's like a day trip, not even. It's an hour or two.
It's an hour.
We took the show
Nuts.
over there once.
Yeah, remember
Didn't
that?
we get chop at home? I got chop at home. Was
No,
that
we
with
didn't
you,
get chop at
Mitch?
home, but
No.
we did a chopper ride we did a chopper ride around Tangalooma.
Right, okay.
And then our listeners went feral and broke into one of the dispenser machines and stole the alcohol.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, our listeners.
Occasionally, our listeners let us down.
Well, people.
We've had a few over the years.
Yeah, that was one of those moments.
Port Douglas was a big one. Remember Port Douglas?
What happened in Port Douglas?
Someone
mean-
got sent home. I got kicked in the stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like you deserved it?
See, that's
he-
bullshit.
No,
See
he
what happens
didn't,
there?
He didn't deserve it.
I was protecting my boy here.
Yeah.
Oh,
from,
well,
from,
that's
an, from an
nice.
absolute lunatic of a listener.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was sitting down. I got kicked in the gut.
I met a few of them at our party we had.
Oh,
Our rooftop
99%
party.
of the time they're good.
Yeah.
99% of them were good, but there were two.
It takes one. Yeah, it can only take one
Two.
or two.
Yeah, because we're going over like a long, long time.
Oh, yeah.
But there's the Port Douglas one.
That was a nightmare.
The biggest one was Cronulla. Yeah.
We had
The
one.
Well,
Hog's
that's
Breath,
to
the
be
Hog's Breath Cafe at
expected.
One
Cronulla
guy
has become
destroyed
legendary.
it.
Oh, that's like a cocktail.
Were you there for that, Mitch?
disaster.
No, before
it
my
was
time.
a boys' trip to watch the Broncos play Cronulla, and we had dinner at the Hog's Breath before, and one
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, when you hear us say "that's right" on the show, which we do for quite a bit, that's a throwback to something.
Yeah, we'll tell that story in the podcast
Did
today.
they
It's
throw
a bit
curly
deep.
fries
That'll
on
be the
one another?
podcast today. Remind me of that.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki's News.
Alrighty, here's what's trending overnight. What happened over the weekend? Okay, there's been dramas down at Northland Shopping Centre in Victoria. Large clouds. There's no clouds. There's always clouds, actually. Large crowds of people fled Northland Shopping Centre in Melbourne on Sunday afternoon as a brawl between 10 people involving machetes broke out in the food court. Police believe the attack between the two rival gangs, which left one man with serious injuries, was motivated by retaliation. It says, man, they were 15, 16-year-olds having gang war.
Oh dear!
Like,
the shopping
what
centre.
is
Did they get
going-
them?
Yeah, they got them all.
Yeah.
They got each other, so then they were kind of unable to get away. Like, honestly, what is going on? This is un-Australian.
I don't care if they go out in a paddock and do it.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, how about you
What do you
sort
mean
out
a
your
shopping
business?
centre?
Yeah, not in a shopping centre.
Yes,
So
especially
the rest
in
of
a
us can
food
go
court.
about our lives without getting
Go
caught
kill
up in
each
your
other by all
shenanigans.
means.
Because you know who are mostly sitting in food courts? Mothers with young
Yes,
children
exactly. Yeah.
and the elderly sitting there having their Dunkin' Donut special. So just take it out, take it away. In fact, don't do it at all. But if you're going to do it, go and do it in a dark
Yeah, kill
street
each other.
like we used to in the good old days. Anyway. Alrighty, an Air New Zealand plane suffering a hole in the fuselage. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Weird word. after hitting an air bridge, flew back to Auckland with no passengers at low altitude on Sunday.
What's an air bridge?
The air bridge, the thing you walk down to get onto the plane.
Oh, right, okay.
So apparently it broke its nose at Brisbane Airport on Thursday as the Boeing 777 pushed back from the gate, resulting in 7-centimetre wide puncture in the aircraft's skin before the captain's window required a full inspection by engineers after cancelling the New Zealand flight 146 to Auckland.
Oh, what flight was that?
What flight was it?
New
picking
Zealand
someone up.
146 to Auckland.
146.
So anyway, stop it. Anyway,
No, that was an important piece of information.
I don't even know. Okay, did it end up?
Who wrote that?
Alicia wrote this, so I'm reading
We don't,
this.
we don't need the flight number.
I never know what questions you boys are going to have. So.
No, I know.
Will never be what flight number was it?
But the thing is, what I want to
What
know
are we,
is,
Spencer Housen?
look, I'm about to question my own story here. Were people in
Cathay
it?
Pacific flight 614 coming in from Hong Kong is 12 minutes late. Sorry, I just need to get that in.
No, that's all right. Did they fly with people in it when it had the nose,
No,
the nose hole?
I think, well, I don't know. You can't really tell from the story.
No, I don't
But
actually know
I think
what
happened.
happened.
They realised they damaged it, and everyone got off.
And they went, oh, no.
And they said, we've got to get this back to New Zealand. Or whatever.
Meanwhile,
So it flew back empty.
Frank from Kalanga reversed into a Triton, and they're dealing with that in insurance.
What?
I'm just telling another story that's not very interesting.
What was his license plate?
Annabelle Doll is missing. Oh my God.
Now, you like this one, don't you, Mick?
You like
Well, I
this?
think Lottie's
What?
going to love it.
Oh, no. What is it?
Do you know Annabelle Doll?
The horror?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
doll from The Conjuring.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
missing.
Yeah.
Well, the actual one from the film.
Yeah.
What?
So
Where,
social media is a frenzy over rumours that the infamous Annabelle doll, known for its alleged paranormal powers, has vanished during its US tour. The latest wave of panic stems from locals in New Orleans claiming the doll mysteriously disappeared amid a series of recent fires in the region.
Come on. Oh, it's a promo tour for a movie,
Brilliant.
so they're making shit up.
Yeah, so
perfect.
they just
But
went
still,
and hit
it's
it.
brilliant.
It's well conceived.
But who does that? That's a good point, though. It's got to be somewhere when they're on tour. Like, I wouldn't want it in my hotel room.
Yeah.
If I was the PR person for 20th Century Fox or whatever.
you don't want to open your boot and someone's put it in there for you, you know.
Even though you know it's all rubbish, it's still creepy.
Yeah, but
you
it's
get
still,
the creeps.
you're not going to put it out the end of
heebie-jeebies.
your bed, are you? Like,
No. Anyway,
I'll do yourself a favour. If is that still online? You reckon that The Ring when we went to Fright Night at
Oh, yeah.
Movie World?
And Samara from The Ring with
Samara.
the hair, you know, one that crawls
I
out
don't
of the
watch
TV.
horror, so I don't understand
Well,
any
Mitch
of this.
and I did it, like, and they filmed it and everything.
Yeah.
And The Ring was like, is it your?
Yeah.
That's the one that gets me.
It's our
The
top
Ring.
seed.
Samara crawls out of a television. This big,
Aye.
long, black, sort of wet hair, sort of. Like, how old would she be?
Oh,
Is
it's
it a
like,
kid?
yeah, like a late teen sort
Late
of thing, yeah.
teens. But then we crawled out. Like, we walked out through the ring bit, and we knew it was the ring that was going to. We go, oh, there's nothing here. It's all right. And I look down to my right, and there's like Samara's crawling towards me.
And that freaked you out?
One of us jumped in the other's arms. I don't remember what happened, but
yeah, it's
we
it's
screamed.
online. Let's see if we can find that.
Yeah.
I love the way a horror film became a romance for you guys.
Yeah, we pashed.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
She comes out and says, lift up your sunnies. And because I was wearing Polaroid sunglasses, I couldn't see the digits on the Bowser.
Cutting a piece of skirting, he cut on the short edge and nicked his rude finger and cut a tendon.
Dumbass Anonymous.
I remember that one from last week. He nicked his rude finger.
Rude.
Well, I call it my rude finger.
Do you?
What would you call it?
Middle finger.
Middle finger.
Oh, I call it rude finger.
Yeah. It's, Saturday I made a little bit of it just to kick things off here.
Oh, well, there's a protocol, mate.
Go on.
Hello, everyone. My name's David. I'm a dumbass.
Oh, hi, David. We know.
Was it really necessary? No, it was just it was at the races actually, off the back of what we're talking about with Antino. I told Ash this before. No, because Forex were the major sponsors.
Yeah.
I was with the Forex guys as a Forex ambassador, which I am. And we were up. Wanted to watch the race. Obviously, we were up in the suite, and I thought, okay, here we go. You know, we're getting ready, and the boss, Chris, the boss of Forex, goes, yeah, you want to come downstairs and come down for the presentation after the race. And I was kind of like, sort of been there, done that. I'd rather stay up here and watch it with my mates. I'm having a beer. Go, well, no, don't worry, you guys go down. Then, of course, Antino wins a fairly famous Doomben Cup historic victory. A Queensland horse. I would have been on stage with Tony Gollan handing over the cup.
Yeah, your mate. Like
Yeah.
That would have been
a
me
magic moment.
doing that. But no, David was too busy
Hanging out
smashing
with his
4X
mates.
golds with bloody Peter Pasoltis. So
that opportunity will never arise again.
a big dumbass moment. I didn't even see the paper yesterday. I presume it was on the back page or close enough too. But yeah, so dumbass David made a bad decision.
Who else has done a dumbass thing? 13, 24, 10. If you've done a dumbass thing, we want to know about it. Have you done anything dumb over the weekend?
I have, but I'm just going to have to put a bit of thought into it.
Weekends are big dumbass times, like percentage-wise.
Usually people up ladders. That's a dumbass thing.
Yeah. I don't even attempt that.
No.
No.
Have you done anything dumbass, Mitch?
No, I think I'm clear for this weekend. I've only used it up the last couple of weeks, so I tried to be clean this weekend.
Yeah.
But this is where we can do it for you. We can go into the cone if you want to remain anonymous. This is Dumbass Anonymous, so
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Dumbass Anonymous. Now, producer Lockie's come in. Would you like to also go into the cave the cave?
Not the cave.
Oh my
You
goodness, I'm
always go
so
to the
sorry.
cave, Mitch. Let's
a
go
cone
to
of
the
I've never
cave.
been invited into the cave.
I would like to go to the cave.
No one's allowed
just
in the
to
cave.
get some
You're not
prizes.
allowed to.
All right.
But no,
That's where Lutzi has his special time.
I
Yeah,
can
but
go.
you kind of do. You use
Yeah,
that
but
trade-
I'm-
you
you
use that
coordinate
tradesman's-
deliveries.
Yes, yeah.
Entrance. and-
I'm only allowed to sign off on the deliveries into the cave. I'm
Yeah.
never actually really allowed
No,
to go
you're-
in there.
Yeah, no.
Okay, what dumb did
But the
you...
cone.
We can go into the cone.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be what my recliner sounds like when I'm old.
I can't wait to
When I'm done
a
watching
chair like
Love It
that.
or List It for the 15th time that day.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you do, mate?
Yeah, well,
What happened?
This is a couple of weeks ago, but I've been letting other people on the team throw themselves under the bus, and it's only time that I come clean. I'm the captain of my local Div 4 soccer team, and first game of the season 2 weeks ago, decided to carpool because that was the thing to do. We're playing like 35 minutes away, 45 minutes away, and I get to the fields after making sure that everyone else in the team was organised, making sure that they arrived on time. I rock up and I look in my bag, realise I forgot my boots, so I had to drive back home. Missed out on kickoff. Didn't get to run out, with the team.
And you're captain.
And I'm captain.
Come on, mate.
That is
So-
dumb.
Sorry, yeah.
It's not setting a very good example.
My name is Lockie, and I am a dumbass.
And you've got ridiculously small feet. So it's not as if you could borrow anyone else's, unless there was an under fours game.
He might kick better, though, because there's more surface area.
Yeah, that's true. But his feet are like, and if you ever get a chance to have a look at him, like
I have to go to a specialist. I can't even go to Rebel. I've got to go to a specialist store.
Yeah, baby
So-
rebel.
Do you
Yeah.
actually? Do you have tiny
He
feet?
does.
Yeah, it's like a size 4 women's.
Are you like a
Anyways.
hippopotamus with
Yeah.
like the little twinkle
Yeah, little-
toes
little
at the
tiny
bottom?
feet, little tiny
Actually,
feet.
that insinuates that you're big, which you're not, but
Anyway.
No, he's normal size.
big
His
in
feet are
stature,
small.
but not a
I
big
guess
unit.
13, 24,
Little
10 though.
trotters.
Yeah, 13, 24, 10.
Yeah, if you've got a dumbass story.
Should we say hello to Cassie?
Yeah.
Cassie. Oh, shit. I meant to say your name.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, we're in the cove.
No, we're in the cone. We're in the cone.
You can't put the name up, and no one can hear it anyway.
No one can hear it, so we can say
Okay,
it.
we're sweet. We're
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
So what happened?
So, hi, my name is Kathy. I'm a dumber.
Hi, Cassie.
So, on the weekend, I was cutting kindling with a tomahawk axe, and I cut off about 5 mil of my finger.
Oh, dear.
What?
Was it your rude finger?
No, it was my pointer finger, and to make it worse, when I was 7, also with a tomahawk axe, I took it off. I did the exact same thing on the other hand.
Why are you allowed axes, Cassie? You can't have them. You keep chopping digits off.
I thought I grew out of it.
Have you had anything to do with a tomahawk axe since when you were a kid and you chopped the other finger off?
No.
So
My dad
you're-
never let
you're
me
saying-
have one again. So,
Just out of
both
it.
times I've grabbed one.
Just out of interest, what exactly do you use a tomahawk axe for in the day-to-day suburban life?
To cut kindling for firewood.
Kindling, right.
I thought it was going to Northland Shopping Centre.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, that's bad, isn't it?
That's okay. It's in the cone.
It's a Melbourne thing.
Let's get out of here.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
And the clues have been coming in for the Bluegitive to win yourself some tickets to State of Origin on Wednesday night. Pre-6 a.m. he sent through. I'm heading to Alfie Langer's place of origin. So we're sort of narrowing down that sort of corner,
That's
right?
Ipswich. Any way you slice and dice
absolutely.
it, that's Ipswich.
Well, I can see him now. He's out on a field. So can we say where you are, Nick? Because I've got some alarming news for you. If you're where I think you are.
Well, yes, if you've worked it out, Limestone Park, Ipswich.
Well, I tell you what, something. Just be careful. I don't even know if this is public, and the Bluegitive is out there. He's waiting. They have to change the cross country course. I'm aware because there was they found some landmines.
Cheer on.
It was weird that bounced.
They what?
They found some landmines there back in the day.
Fair income.
So just be careful where you're running. Is all I'm saying. Some old buried stuff.
For telling me this now.
Yes, that's for real.
Imagine if Luke just blew up in the background right now.
Nick just goes. That'd go viral.
We'd have to find someone at short notice to fill the shoes tomorrow.
Technically, where's the music? Because the Bluegitive is,
There's people. Why are they not tackling you?
Nick,
4 tickets. Thanks to Shell V-Power.
I reckon they're flanking me here.
Well, I can't see them, but they're in the distance there.
Who are those
The
red
two blokes in
people?
the red.
Here
we go.
I think they're coming in on you, mate.
Why is there two of them?
They're like cattle dogs. They're closing in. They're about 15 metres away from him.
Spreading out.
He's on the move. And they've taken him on. They got him down.
Great tackle.
That was sensational. One around the legs, one around the chest.
Oh, they're young fellas. They're young fellas in matching kit. They look like they're 14, 15 years of age, are they?
They look about 15, 16.
I think they've actually knocked the connection there for a second, so Bluegitive
I'm
is going
pretty
to have to
sure
reconnect.
that they are
he's
dressed
lost
in
his mic.
Ipswich Grammar School garb.
Is that
at the
Ipswich
moment.
Grammar? I reckon you're right.
Come in.
Oh, there we go. There he is.
IGS on the pants.
Who do we have here, lads?
Dakota Stewart.
Dakota and
Cadell Benny.
boys, congratulations. We have 4 tickets to State of Origin Wednesday night. We're going to say 2 of them each. 2 each? We happy with that?
Hey, Nick.
I was going to say we'll split the tickets like you two just split me in half.
Yeah, that was a great time. Can you ask what the boys are wearing their sports kit at IGS? What sport do they play?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear
I think
us?
they dead set broke his connection.
Yeah, they did. It was
They smashed him.
It was
They
a
broke his
solid
phone.
hearing. They were hunting as a pair, and they closed in from either side, but they met in the middle, and they just.
No, Nick's talking away there now, the Bluegitive, but
It was a good tackle.
He can't hear. He thinks he's on air.
Hey, Nick, send us a text. Tell us what they do and how old they are.
These
There we
2
go.
kids.
Oh,
there,
there he
Nick,
is.
have you got us, mate? Nick?
Yes, he's all right. I'm back. Yeah, that's
What are the
fine.
boys?
Again.
What are the boys training for? They look like athletes.
Yeah, boy, what are you training for? You're in your sportswear from the IGS?
Cross country and track and field.
Oh, they're cross country
Nice.
runners. Of course they are.
How did
Why
it be-
I
how did it
think
be
I
going
could
last
outrun
Friday?
Cross country runners. Yeah, Friday. How'd we go?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Brit?
Opens one, so.
Opens one. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
one, so.
And yourselves quickly, like just let's get a bit of brand recognition here.
8th and 7th.
8th and 7th, not bad.
good
Not
effort.
bad
Well
at
done,
all.
boys.
Oh, I'm good for
You got 2 other top 10ers in the room, Ashley and myself, top 10 GPS. So
Oh, get
you're in
your
very
hand
good
off
company.
That's a fact.
Oh.
Very
True.
good company. How's my boy Gout? Ask him how he's going out there at Ipswich.
Yeah, how's that now? How's Gak going out that way? I don't want to invite any comparisons here, boys. I know you're probably wearing that at all times, but no, I was going to say the athletic pedigree out here is incredible, and geez, you flew the flag for Ipswich today. I did not stand a chance. They breed them tough out here.
Can we
Very tough.
Hey, Nick, can we just make sure that they are Queenslanders?
I do. You are Queenslanders, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Quick tip for game 1. What's going to happen on Wednesday night?
Winning 30-0.
30-0. I love this.
I like that.
I love this. Oh, how good. That's great stuff.
If the first hit up is that hard, yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. Well done, boys. Congratulations. You're off to Origin on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Well done, lads.
Well done,
4
boys.
tickets, all thanks to Shell V-Power, proudly fueling the mighty Queensland Maroons ahead of Origin Game 1 on Wednesday night. We get another chance for you to find the Bluegitive tomorrow morning to score yourself some tickets.
And that video, by the way, will be up later today of the Bluegitive getting tackled.
Great tackle.
And I think you've got to go out and watch that because
Yep.
that is the precedent. Like that
That's
is
what
the
you gotta
standard
do.
that we want for the for tomorrow as well. And on
tackle.
Wednesday.
The Ash Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So we had Nikki's news at the start of the show, but I've got Nikki's gossip right here. This has blown my socks right off. Are you fans of Queen,
Of course.
Freddie Mercury?
We were just talking about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love him. I love Freddie Mercury. Like, great live performer.
He was just the best. Yeah, he and Michael Jackson.
Good singer.
They're the GOAT. They're both goats. Anyway,
Goats.
what would you think if you found out he has a daughter that no one ever knew about, and it's just come out now in a biography.
How did it come about? I saw
Well, what happens is
I saw a headline.
A bit of jiggery-pokery one night after
Jiggery-pokery,
a
mate.
concert.
Well, I didn't think that was Freddie's go, to be honest with you.
Like in the movie, did he have girlfriends? Because it's back in the day before.
No, he had a fiancée who he loved so much, and he wanted to marry because he loved her so much, but he was gay.
That's right. I remember
And
from
she
the film
knew
now.
it.
So she was just the woman that, I mean, we're going off a movie here, but
She is not the mother.
Right.
No, the mother, this is where it gets a little hoo-hoo, is
Michael Jackson.
is the wife of one of his friends. So it sounds like a surrogate sort of situation, because it was all amicable.
Right.
And they had a room in their house where Freddie used to go and stay to spend time with his daughter. And this has been a whole secret thing. So the family...
So he kind of stepped in for his mate.
So, and are you suggesting that it was like an artificial insemination gig?
I don't know.
Or did they do it?
No, I don't know if they had that back then. Did they have that back then?
I wouldn't have thought so.
No. I think he just shagged his
70s,
mate's
80s.
wife and went, who knows, maybe they couldn't have kids. I don't know.
Is that what you do? You have to... If you were helping out back in the day with your mate.
I feel like you're the kind of friend who'd step up.
Yeah, I'll just step up. Okay, 7 times in one night's a bit too much.
All of a sudden, in 9 months' time...
You've been here 12 times this week.
In 9 months' time, there's all these little ginger moustache babies
7
getting
times
born.
in one night.
Oh, my God.
Is that how old she is?
You didn't have to bring the whole Norse third grade around.
This is a segment, not an advertisement.
Daryl Duncan's... What's he doing here?
Anyway, he has a daughter. She's 48. She's only just come out now.
Can she sing?
That's what I want to know.
Does she look like Freddie?
No images yet. She's secretly known as B. So it's come out in his new biography written by Anna Jones. And so the daughter had, that was me working it out.
Questionable.
I'm like, find the name. Anna Jones. He'd left all
Sounds made
these
up, doesn't it?
secret journal entries, which he's gifted to his daughter, and she's handed it to Anna Jones to print some of them, and it's all coming out now. I just find this fascinating.
So it's dead set true.
This is looking very, very
Because
legitimate.
you said it was gossip at the start, but this is like, is this a fact?
This is looking factual. It is in a biography in print, and it was all kept a secret all this time between Freddie's parents, the couple, and his former fiancée.
Well, I like that. I like that those genes are continuing.
Yes, I'd love it too. Now I want to know if she can sing. Anyway, one other thing.
What else you got there?
Another story is the sky deck at the casino. Is that what it's
I
called?
saw that.
Yeah, but
Yes.
it cracked or something,
It
right?
cracked.
Well, you sent that through, didn't you, Mitch?
Yeah, I saw a photo through, yeah.
So it's closed at the moment, but now it just makes you wonder, is anyone going to have the guts to go out on it again, having known that it is broken?
I haven't seen it in the flesh. Has anyone been there and actually walked on it?
I haven't yet.
think I have. I don't remember.
How high up are you?
I don't know. Is that the one where I don't know where it is, to be honest. There's that mezzanine level where the great restaurants are.
It's up, yeah.
You know, like up in the... But is that the roof?
A lot further than that, yeah.
Like if you
I mean,
were to fall, where would you land?
On the Riverside Expressway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would land on the river. I'm
get
looking
run
at it
over by a
right
truck.
now, and I'm looking at security roping it off.
Unless you got real lucky and landed on top.
Right, of a...
No, you'll land on a garbage truck.
Of a mattress truck.
Yeah. A second-hand collection of socks truck. You'll
That's a
land
very
on
lucky
that.
thing.
So I've got two things. Like lightning doesn't strike twice. When these things happen, you go, never touch that again. But it'll be like 3 times as safe now.
Exactly.
Because they will pour over it.
Yeah.
So I think, it'll be 3 times as safe now once they fix it up.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I want Kris Jenner's face. Have you seen a new face?
Well, you showed me the last week.
I can see Alicia nodding.
So this is the Jenner mum.
Yeah, and she looks like Kim Kardashian's sister now.
She looks better than what she did when that Kardashian show started on
She
television,
looks
which was 15, 20 years ago.
ridiculously good.
How old would she be?
She'd have to
She's
be
69.
There you go. I was going to say 70.
Yeah, she's 69 and she looks younger than me. And I want to know. Actually, it's come out now.
She had
she looks younger than her daughters.
Yeah, she looks like crazy
Plastic
good.
surgery.
Yeah, but good. It's not bad anymore. There's no cat women anymore.
It doesn't look weird.
Like Lindsay Lohan and my phone's beeping.
So can people get that? You know, is this like, is she going to some like magician style
I
person
think
spending millions of dollars, or is this widely? Is that sort of plastic surgery?
Dr. Stephen Levine. So I'm going to Google
Stephen
him.
Levine.
Apparently, he's the one because I know Lindsay went to the Middle East for hers.
Who?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan.
She went to the Middle East.
What is she
and
looking
came back.
good? I thought you meant
she
Lindsay
looks
Collins.
so good.
Really?
Yes.
Lindsay Collins could do with it.
This is why my friends will go, why aren't you getting Botox? I'm like, I'm just saving up for my facelift and I'm going to go and get their facelift.
So facelifts are back. They're a
They're
thing.
back
You're
because-
talking like
Is facelift like a one and done?
Yeah, it's a one and done,
cutting and pulling
non-toxic,
and-
because we all know you get overcuts, right?
Well, I don't know what that means.
But if you cut yourself, you
overcuts.
heal.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I just think it's so much safer than like jabbing and filling and not putting all these chemicals in your body.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we'd moved on to that. You know, we'd moved away from cutting faces.
No,
and moved
we're
on
back.
To injections, but it sounds
Snippy
like we're back.
chop.
Okay.
Snippy chop.
I'm going to check out Lindsay Lohan.
Anyway, that's all my gossip.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So, as I was telling you earlier, let's see, stop scrolling. I'm talking.
Are we back on, are we?
Yes. I want to tell you about me. No, I want to tell you about my holiday, Tangalooma, which was amazing.
I like
Absolutely
that
amazing.
you describe it as a holiday.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
just a weekend away.
It was, but it was a mental holiday for me.
Reset.
I just took off and just phone, didn't use it except for videoing.
Buzz, just to change
Yeah,
topics
what
real
about
quick,
that?
Buzz has just come back from a week's holiday and he legit put his phone away for a week and didn't pick it up for a whole week. That'd be tough. It's tough stuff.
No, it feels really good. It's really
I bet it
freeing.
would. I bet it would.
That's
Yeah.
hard to do, though.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I don't need to check in with anything anymore. I feel kind of sort of. But anyway, so amazing trip, except it was nearly ruined or borderline ruined on the first night. So we were renting an apartment in the main building at the end of the jetty.
Yeah, it's nice, that apartment, or those apartments.
Oh, yeah. I know
Yes,
where you are.
they are, usually. Unless you've got people who have been to a wedding on the beach
Making sweet love.
and then, no, decide to hold the after party
Oh.
in the apartment above your bedroom.
Not the reception, but the
After
After
The
party.
unofficial after
Right.
party.
So-
I've been guilty of that for
the kick
weddings.
on.
We've gone to bed, quite early because we're all knackered. It's our first night there and we've kind of just got there and fallen in a heap. We've gone to bed at 9. Then at midnight, we're up just staring at the roof. They're moving furniture around. They're yelling and carrying on. All the doors are opening and closing because they're all in different apartments. And we're like, okay, midnight, fine, it's a wedding, whatever. Got to 2:30 a.m. It's still kicking on. And what's weird is Jeremy and I are laying there kind of paralyzed. We're like, we know we're not going to fall asleep until this party's over. Yet we're more happy to lay there for hours and do nothing about it. Like it's been hours at this point.
You've almost got to go upstairs and go, look,
Well,
let's join the party.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say go up and tell them
Whinge.
to
yeah,
pipe
but
down.
I was trying to sleep bank. This is my sleep banking holiday because I got surgery tomorrow and I'm trying to be all well.
Fair play.
So I was doing wellness.
Yep.
And then I put the ambient rainforest music on and then that's not even working. And I'm laying there. I'm like, I'm going to ding-dong ditch these bastards in the morning. I'm determined. That's when
Early.
you go and ding-dong and then run away.
Did the rooms have
We used to
ding-dong?
call that a knock and run.
Yeah,
Ding
knock
Dong
and run.
Ditch is a better name.
But then it got to 4 a.m. And I went, well, this is the time I normally wake up. So I was like, bing. I'm like, right, Jeremy, put your pants on. We're going upstairs. So we went out, went up the elevator, went and knocked on the door, and they seemed really nice. But
So you didn't do a ditch? You
No,
you
we
stayed
You
confronted
just did a
them.
ding dong.
And I never thought I would be a confront. Like I.
What
didn't-
did you say?
Well, I started it because
They would've
Jeremy.
gone, we're asleep.
'cause
What
it
do
was,
you missed.
it was a woman who answered the door.
No, hang on. Were they still partying at
They were
4
still
o'clock?
partying.
Oh,
No,
right.
yeah,
I
so-
thought they'd finished up.
No, they're still partying.
Yeah.
And so a woman opens the door and I'm like, I'm going to play victim card here. I'm like, our bedroom is directly under your party. And then Jeremy went, nah, bugger this. And he went, it's 4 a.m. Have some respect.
We went hardcore with that English accent.
Yes.
That scary English accent.
And then she went, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh, did they back down, did they?
Yeah.
Because they could have gone 1 or 2 ways.
I know. But then...
You know what I mean?
They could have said, shove it up your pommy ass. They could have easily said that if I was blind.
No worries, sir.
They could have, but there are advantages to people recognising you, because I think she knew who I was.
Oh, okay.
So I think they were like, oh, God, we're going to end up on radio if we don't shut this down. So they did shut it down. But the next morning, we all stagger out at 8 a.m. And I chat to the family. They're all the same. No one slept. None of us have actually spoken about it, but we're all up all night. And Taylor and Charlotte, I said to them, should we go and ding-dong ditch these bastards and wake them up? And they're like, yeah. So we all went up, we bashed on the door
What
and
time
then
was
ran
this?
away at 8 a.m.
Oh, so you did do a ding-dong ditch.
We did a ding-dong ditch, but then they came and ding-dong ditched us the next night at 11 p.m.
Really?
And then we kept running into each other in the elevator and not getting in at the same time. And it just made it really awkward.
Jesus, it was ongoing.
It was ongoing. Yeah.
Did they party the following night?
No, they didn't, because we ended up calling reception and they had to call them and say, now look,
You were the Karens.
there's someone having a tumour removed next week.
Did you bring your surgery
the tumour
into
is
it?
the greatest gift. Yes. I'm
Hi.
getting a tumour removed.
I'm Nikki Osborne. You might know me as the funny one from the radio, but some things aren't a laughing matter.
No.
Like manky mouth syndrome.
And sleep deprivation.
Yes.
Combined.
Yes. You know,
They turn more people to Karens than any other
well, this
illness.
is my second Karen crime in a month, because I yelled at the people who pulled down the trees.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you did
Tree
too,
gate.
yeah.
And you know what? I blame
Palmgate.
you lot, because we get up too early and
We're
I'm
cranky.
tired and cranky.
Yeah. We're cranky because
Yeah.
you're not sleeping enough. That's your problem.
No, I know.
Short
I'm not.
fused.
I'm so short fused. In fact, bugger the lot of you.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I was talking to someone recently around. I'm not sure I've ever actually, other than going to a bar, like obviously bars are pickup joints, right?
Yes.
You know, I guess if there was no such thing as picking up, bars probably wouldn't be as successful. Like Friday nights, you know, it's atmosphere and you go there with your mates and everything, but there's an element of that also if you're a single dude or a single girl that you want to meet.
Step out. Meet
whatever you're interested in.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where you go and say, hey, I'm
What's going on?
available.
You know, traditionally that's where I guess a lot of relationships started these days. I think it's majority online, isn't it? I think there's some stat now around 60 or 70% on dating apps.
That's
Easily.
crazy.
Like that.
Easily, I
Instagram
reckon.
and Facebook and things like that.
That would never work for me.
But have you ever taken into your own, or do you remember back in the day, did you take things into your own hands to try and meet a guy by going somewhere? And the reason I ask is somehow I was reminded last week of a...
No, not take someone, but go
Or
somewhere to meet someone.
And I had a friend back in the day, a girl, who just... I remember her saying for a couple of weeks, she was going, I don't know, all of a sudden I just got the hots for pilots. Like plane pilots, guys that fly planes.
Where do you go to find them aside from...
And I was like, well, that's, unless you're flying a lot, that's, even then you can't really access, you might get a second. Can I go up to the cockpit? Blah, 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 blah. But this girl used to just literally go to the airport, go through security and sit in the seats at the gates.
Are you serious?
And literally wait for the pilots to come off and then walk with them to the baggage carousel
And introduce
herself and say, hey, would you like to go on a date? And she literally started dating a Virgin pilot.
Yeah, I'm not.
Really?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Well, she had
Like, that's
eyes
a lot
on the
of front.
prize.
Well, I've never had someone
kinda
come
loved
out of
it,
the blue.
mate.
I'll give tip my hat to her for
Yeah.
having the courage to do it. Like it's like
Why
she
does
has
she
to.
like pilots? Is it
I don't know.
because she
It was-
wants a man but doesn't want him around that often?
I think it was more of a sexy time thing. Just was into it.
Oh, how fascinating.
She liked the idea of it, and she ended up with a pilot.
And plus, then pilots. If you were dating a pilot, you get some nice little. You
You
might
get cheap
the
flights.
cheap flights, or all that sort of blah blah blah.
That's true.
So I mean, it was just a thing. And it worked. They went out for a year or something, and then blah blah blah. But I just thought that was excellent. I'm not.
I reckon-
13, 24, 10. If that's something that you've done,
What?
like specifically,
What, gone to the airport?
Well,
Or
just specifically, if you like plumbers, you hang out outside toilets. I don't know, like whatever.
I don't even have a manky
I wouldn't
mouth. I just
suggest
like
that.
surgeons.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm upgrading. Sorry, Jeremy.
So maybe if you're like a doctor, maybe you go and hang out at a hospital, mate, from the finish their shit. I don't know.
Just make up ailments.
Whatever it is. Or footballers, I guess. You go hang outside Bishop Park change rooms.
Well, no thanks. But the gym, man. The gym is like a perfect place.
I feel like
reckon.
that is the new nightclub. I really do.
I couldn't think of anything worse. I want to go to the gym by myself, and I'd preferably, I'll talk to Darren, the owner at Function Well, but Mucky there a bit. But I don't want it. I don't want it as a social hub. That's not how I want to go to the gym.
Yeah,
I'd rather sit in the sauna by myself.
Yeah, well, I just see it would be a good opportunity to meet people.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? That's true.
If you joined up one of those classes or something like that,
Function Will have those weekends.
Over time, you'd start saying hello to someone.
The triathlons, that sort of stuff. And there's a community base there, a healthy community.
Yeah.
Fit people.
And you've got that in common. Straight away, you'd know that you'd go, okay, well, we both have...
fitness in common.
Yeah, exactly.
And tight butts.
Yeah, so 13, 24, 10. If you've
library
specifically went somewhere thinking I want to meet someone there,
thoughtful and pensive and existentially bored,
and can't afford their own books. Yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Well, we got Debbie from Alex Hills. Debbie, how did you pick up, or how did someone pick up?
Well, I went to hotel school, and that's where I met my husband. And when I was when I was doing my 3 years there were quite a few girls in my year and in the year above me that we all got married to someone we met at hotel school.
Sorry, where were you, Debbie?
Hotel school.
What's
so like hospitality school, maybe.
Oh, hospitality school.
Yeah, it's an in-house traineeship, so we used to work in hotels in South Africa, and you did a 3-year course through it, but we generally work. So you work 24/7 basically, and you hung out with those people, so you got to know them.
Oh, well, then what? 10 people in your class got married.
Yeah, in my year and the year above me, 10 of us all got married to someone that we had done our apprenticeship with.
Those relationships will last too, because the men know how to clean a toilet.
Yeah, and make the bed.
And make the bed. Are they all enduring?
And cook.
Are they all still together?
Sorry?
Is everyone still together?
I think majority of us are. I think only 1 or 2 might have gone divorced by now.
Well, that's better than the average, isn't it?
It's way better.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Then we got Candace from North Lakes. Candace, how'd you pick up?
So it wasn't me. Years ago, I used to work for a law firm in the city, and one of the solicitors that I was working for at the time decided that she was going to start studying nursing because she was adamant that she had to meet a doctor and get married to a doctor.
Okay, I've seen this happen. My friend did this, yes.
She used to sneak off during the day to go to her lectures when she was supposed to be working to study her nursing degree.
Is that right? You know what's interesting there, Candace, is Lockie just came in and showed one of those moving graphs about, since the 1930s, what percentage of people met through what industries. And in 2012, online took over everything else and is now like at 60%. But university, which I would have thought would have been still a pretty solid way to pick up, it was like almost off the entire chart. It was like
under 2%.
Under 2% was university
what
these
was
days.
it at?
Well, it was sitting at what was it, 15?
It was middle.
Yeah.
It was kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
And it dropped down to church. Like they were both like 2%.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
well, she was on the money then, I guess.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah.
So did she end up with the doctor?
Look, I was only temping, so I left before I knew the outcome. But knowing what she was like, I would be very surprised if she didn't end up with a doctor. She was pretty determined.
That's exact. And the girl I knew, same with the pilot. I said, I bet you do, and she did. Yeah,
yep.
She got there.
Yeah.
I'd be the worst person married to a doctor. Every ache, every pain, every rash. I'd be like, does that look bigger? Does that look different? Has that spot changed? I'd just be the biggest pain in the bum ever.
You got your own personal Google on hand all the time.
Exactly. But
you'd probably learn to forge the signature too and give yourself a little prescription.
Yeah, a little prescription, a little bit of this and a little bit of
some
that.
perks,
Or am I projecting here?
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Lockie brings joy to us, doesn't he?
Brings some filth.
And I literally just said, this is hard to eat. And I took a bite just as you came out of the break.
Yeah, well, you got in your mouth. Aren't you supposed to be fasting or something?
No.
When do you go nil by
No. No.
After the manky mouth surgery.
What?
I actually don't have to go nil by mouth.
How long are you off solids for?
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
No, it just sounded
Probably a week,
Lockie
I
might
reckon.
put filthy thoughts in our mind.
I reckon I'll be like Buff from the ad.
Buff Lehman?
No,
Who?
do you remember the ad for the canned spaghetti or whatever? And
Oh, yes. And you had to
he had a broken jaw and
drink the soup through a straw or
Yeah,
something.
that
right?
one.
Will your dads have to do that with Maggie Mouth?
I will have to for a bit. Otherwise, it'll just come apart and bleed like a
Oh,
mofo.
Is it a general or a local that you're getting?
Local.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting a local.
So you'll be awake.
I will be Copus Mentis, yes.
Is Copus Mentis mean awake?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm going to check that. See what. I hope that means something
I
disgusting.
think it means you're awake and functioning.
Copus Mentis.
And on top of it.
Copus Mentis means pregnant with potentially more than one partner.
What? It does not, does it?
When you get,
It does not.
When you get pregnant from a swingers party, it's Copus Mentis. Is that what you are? You shouldn't be doing that with Maggie Mouth. It's having full control of one's mind.
Oh, thank you.
Copus Mentis.
I was worried for a minute there that I'm telling everyone at the school, at my kid's school, that I'm pregnant
It
with
means
someone.
when you get pregnant at a swingers party.
Oh, well,
Copus Mentis.
When is the Parents Association meeting?
I
Also, by the way.
Well, you say dumb stuff and then you work
know.
out what it actually means.
So
and
how did you use Copus Mentis?
I'll be fully in
You'll
charge
be fully
of,
in charge of your faculties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think I wouldn't think that you'd want that if you've got people fiddling around.
No, I don't.
In your mouth.
You just feel like, I mean, I haven't done it with my mouth, but I had it with my arm, and it just feels like
a tugging
like
and
a numb tugging, which is a bit off-putting.
Yeah, well, they've already
should
done
be
stuff
off-putting.
to it. But it's
What?
watching the blood go up the siphon. That's what
Oh,
I
no.
can't
No,
stand.
I'm not watching
bail
that.
out at that.
No, I just close my eyes. Yeah, and you see blood going. This is not good for people.
This is
People having their
triggering to
breakfast.
so
This
many
is
people right now.
awful. I'm so sorry.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.